Welcome back, folks. My name is LastKnownMeal, and today we're going to be talking about Netflix The Witcher. So today I'm going to be going through a lot of news that we had over the past couple of weeks regarding the show. Basically, I do believe that Season 2 is going well when it comes to the production phase, so they're able to actually shoot the episodes and they're able to actually film everything, so we are going to see Season 2 probably by the end of this year. I do actually think that we are going to see some of the first trailers, or at least more images, official images from the show, probably starting in April or something like that, because even though we have COVID restrictions and everything, it is still pretty much okay to do productions because, you know, movies and studios, especially big studios with huge budget, can adapt fairly quick, so that's not an issue. But without further wasting your time, let's go into the news, and also don't forget to stay updated with the latest news regarding Netflix The Witcher by subscribing to this channel and liking the video. Thank you so much, and let's get into it. Now, before we go into the main video, just a quick news flash. Keep in mind that the Season 2 of Netflix The Witcher has officially finished the filming stage, or the production stage itself. Now they are moving on to the post-production. That means that Henry Cavill, Anya Chalotra and Freya Allen are most likely done with shooting their scenes. What might happen is that we could see a couple of reshoots, but overall, when it comes to that production stage, most of the stuff is now done and they are actually going into the post-production itself. Now let's go into the video itself. So first things first, we do have actually Wild Hunt confirmed for the Season 2 of The Witcher. Now, I'm not sure what the production is going to do, especially from the writing standpoint, if they are going to just show the Wild Hunt, you know, as a teaser, you know, in the Season 2, in a vision, etc, etc, or are they going to go further into the actual lore and everything that Wild Hunt was involved in. I don't want to go too far and not to spoil anything, but this is how they are going to look like. If you play The Witcher 3 video game, you know that this armor is quite similar to the one from the video game, which I definitely do applaud, because I thought that the armor that the Wild Hunt had in The Witcher 3 was really good. Now, I know it looks, you know, a little bit childish, I know it looks like low quality, but that's the thing, these images have been recorded with a, you know, camera outside of filming, so there is no VFX here, there is no color grading, there is nothing, so don't think of it too much until we see it in the show. Every single piece of armor that you had in any film or show so far, if they showed you that piece of armor without the VFX and everything, without post-production, without, you know, overall post-production, it wouldn't look that good. So obviously this is how it looks in RAW, when it's not actually being played around with. So overall, I think this is fine. We're gonna see like how big are they going to be represented in the show and what's gonna be happening with the Wild Hunt, obviously without going too far into the books and spoilers, but of course, this is the news we have about it. Next up, we have 7 confirmed castings for The Witcher Season 2, and this includes some of the more important characters. Now, first off, we have Graham McTavish as Sigismund Dijkstra. I think this is one of the coolest castings for the Season 2 of The Witcher, because Graham McTavish is honestly an amazing actor, and I believe he is going to definitely fit the role really well, so I'm really happy around Graham actually being cast as Sigismund Dijkstra. Next up, we have Adjoa Ando, and I do apologize if I mispronounced the name, as Mother Nenneke. Now, besides that, we have Cassie Clare as Philippa Eilhart, we have Liz Carr as Sven, and Simon Callow as Codringer, so that's gonna be cool. Honestly, from the books, Sven and Codringer are 2 really cool characters that I'm really interested to see. Like, this whole casting is interesting, so it's gonna be good to see how they're going to find their way in the show, especially for Fen. Now, I love bold casting, I love good casting, and we'll see how it goes. Now, Chris Fulton as Rince. Now, Rince, if you haven't read the books, is going to be one of the bigger antagonists in the Season 2 of The Witcher. We'll see how it goes again with the script, but Rince is actually representing someone a lot more powerful, and without actually going into the spoilers, I do believe that going from Season 2, obviously, like from Season 3 and so forth of The Witcher, you're gonna be seeing a lot of characters, a lot of antagonists that are far more powerful than anything you have seen in the season 1 or season 2 of the show. And that's why I'm excited about the later stages of the seasons of The Witcher, because you're gonna have a lot more characters being involved and a lot more important things happening around it. Because as I said, season 1 of The Witcher was more of that introductory season to give you like a backstory of Yennefer, of Ciri, of Geralt. And obviously now as we move to later seasons, those stories are going to be a lot more straightforward, and they are going to obviously involve bigger and bigger events. I mean, so far people have been asking what's going on with the show. They're still confirming roles and everything. Does this mean that the show is not really far into development? No. Generally, these castings, they get confirmed fairly early, but you don't hear about them until, you know, deals are done and actually the shooting does start. Sometimes you won't even know that an actor is actually being on a project until you have paparazzi actually coming to the set and seeing them in their costume, etc, etc. That's usually how they find out about overall casting. You know, you also have some websites, etc, etc, that do cover that, but don't worry, as far as I can see, and as far as, you know, production whole stage is going, the show is on track. I'm still baffled how they're able to actually do everything during the COVID times and how everything is going according to plan, but obviously that's what you get when you have a decent budget for your show and very good you know, connections all around the globe that you can go and film and do, etc, etc. So obviously the show is not going to suffer that much. Now, how is the show going to be? We shall see. I do hope that it has been improved from the season 1, because season 1, you know, it started off very good. The most important thing is that Henry found itself very well in the role of Geralt, and you have a lot of interesting characters and a lot of very good actors portraying those characters that, in my opinion, they hold the show really well, even though in the season 1 obviously there has been many mistakes in the script that just ruin that overall flow and logic and everything, and hopefully in the season 2 that is going to be solved. But that's it. I know it's not much, but that's everything we have for today. Obviously, as soon as they release something, a trailer, a teaser, I will talk about it. So again, if you want to stay updated with the latest news regarding Netflix The Witcher, then just subscribe and tell me down below, what do you think about season 2? What things you want to see improved in the season 2? And I know that there is going to be people in the comments about casting and everything. Look, I'm Slav. I'm a Slavic person and I don't mind the casting. Like, chill out, alright? Also, don't forget to check us out on Twitter and Discord, and also don't forget to check me out on Odyssey, which is a YouTube alternative. And also I do have a Patreon. If you wanted to support the channel in an extra way, you can do it down below. And huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. This is LKM signing out, and stay classy everyone. Bye bye.